Good morning. We continue with a 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Yesterday we noted the teaching of the Rashi that describes that Satan, Satan, and the Umot HaOlam and the other nations taunt Israel around this mitzvah. And seemingly, as we said, they point to the irrationality of our behavior, or the fact that we turn towards magical things as well. So don't claim ourselves to be this rational faith. The Ramban says it's more specific. It's what's going on here, and it's the nature of the placement where this mitzvah is carried out that they are focusing in on, because he notes, and we should also note, that all the mitzvahs that deal with sacrificial life happen in the Mishkan or in the Beis HaMikdash, in the tabernacle, or in the temple. But this one, we're told, must take place outside. So I understand sprinkling on the person who is tamei has to take place outside because he's not allowed inside if he's tamei. So it has to happen outside. But the whole preparation happens outside. The Ramban says this is the source of a contention of these other nations, who make the claim not merely that we're also irrational, that we also turn to something sometimes that are magical. To that, by the way, the Midrash quotes Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, who had a certain idolater who questioned him about the very same thing, and I don't understand it. How could you do this? This is magical behavior. And he responds, no, it's like medicine. What do we take? You take a root of something and you mix it up and you give it to somebody and it makes them better. So that's all that we're doing here. Okay, that's at least how he puts off that contention. But says the Ramban, the issue is that the pagan world will say, you too worship beyond God. Just like you send the scapegoat over the cliff outside on Yom Kippur, your holiest day. You serve God in the Beis HaMikdash. You're serving some pagan deity, pagan force, a demonic force, aren't you? You're buying him off in the wilderness, and that's what you're doing here too. There are forces of death that are around you, and you're somehow serving them through this ritual. That's why you're not doing the Beis HaMikdash. You're doing it outside. To which the Ramban says, we have to know the response. The response is, God says, no, you are serving me. You're not worshiping anything else. There aren't any other gods or forces, demonic forces that I'm asking you to somehow, deal with. This is a service to me. Why? You're going to have to unpack it, or you're not going to have access to it. Shlomo HaMelech, Solomon, did not have access to it. Interestingly, one Midrash says that Moshe did have some access to it. And the rest of us, God says, you're not going to know until a later point in time, making the point that there is a rationality here. You're just not going to be given the ability to understand it, at least not now. Tomorrow we continue with one more important teaching about Chukim. Have a great day.